Hi there guys, Mike Graham here from SME Skills Academy and welcome to the SME Skills Academy 30-day Supercharge Your Sales Challenge. And today we're on day number 9. So welcome to day number 9. What we're going to be talking about is as a salesperson, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, how do you manage your weekly sales, your sales weekly and your monthly sales cycle? Right? How do you manage those two things? One of the biggest reasons for success in sales is that very famous phrase, if you fail to prepare, then prepare to fail. So on the flip side, the more preparation you can do, the better your chances are of being successful. And one of the mistakes that salespeople, entrepreneurs, business owners that we make a lot is we don't really plan our weeks ahead, and sometimes we don't really plan our months. So we're very reactive to what's going on. Something happens, we react, rather than being proactive where we're trying to dictate the pace of the environment. So tip number 1, in terms of getting good at controlling that weekly and that monthly schedule, is number 1, write out your weekly goals. And I could literally, I could show you, right? I could show you, for example, for me, this is this week's weekly goals. I've got it all lined up. I tend to do my weekly goals. I like to do it on a Friday. The latest I would do my weekly goals is a Sunday. I wouldn't leave it to a Monday. It's too late. By Monday, it's too late. The week's already started. So I'm doing my weekly goals on a Friday or I'm doing them on a Sunday. That enables me to have the headspace to review how my previous week has been and to address whatever I need to address and to set clear goals that I want to achieve for the next week coming in. So it's really important to actually physically write down your goals. Now, from a business point of view, you're looking at writing down your goals in 5 main areas: sales, your marketing, your team, your delivery, and your finance. From a sales point of view, you're really looking at writing 2 main types of goals. You're looking at writing down results-orientated goals. So what do you want to achieve? For example, I want to close 3 deals in the next week. Okay, great. What is going to be your action to close those 3 deals? I'm going to go ahead and book 6 discovery sessions, right? So you've got to have result-based goals and you've got to have action-based goals. The action-based goals are the activity that you focus on. The result-based goals are what you want to achieve. And the result-based goals should take care of themselves, assuming your action goals are proper and assuming you do the activity goals, right? So very, very important. Weekly goals on a weekly basis, write them down, set your goals for your business in terms of the 5 pillars we just went through, and make sure that you also set your weekly sales goals, right? On top of that, like I said, you're obviously looking, when you're doing your weekly goals, you're looking to review what's happened in the previous week. And one of the parts of that review is to make sure when you're doing your weekly goals to get updated in terms of your pipeline. What's going on with your pipeline? Who do you have at the start of the pipeline? Who do you have to book in for the start of the pipeline? Who do you have in the middle? Maybe, hot prospects, people in your danger zone, and who do you have at the deal stage? Because just because you have people at the deal stage, this is one of the golden rules of sales. Until someone's paid and signed an agreement, there is no deal. So just because they've said, yes, I'll do it, it's still your responsibility to consolidate that sale and ensure that they stick and that they get started. So you need to manage that in your pipeline. That's one of the biggest mistakes that people make when it comes to managing their pipeline. They're very good at managing the start. They're very good at managing the middle. They're very good at getting people to a close. But then when they close, this part here, they kind of, they just assume the person's going to do what they're supposed to be doing. Remember, people are the most volatile commodity, which means somebody could say yes to you and they don't come through. You want to make sure that they consolidate, that they stick, and that they do come through. So being aware of your pipeline is very important. I'm aware of my pipeline in terms of 3 main areas always. What are my new leads? What are my hot prospects? And what are my deals? Those are kind of the 3 big points in my pipeline that I always want to be focused and aware of what's going on and what's happening at each stage. So that's very important. Now, the final thing for this video that I want to share with you guys is the concept of managing your monthly sales cycle, okay? So on an average month, there's 4 weeks. You got the start, you got the end. What you want to try and do for the first 2-3 weeks of that month is you want to be ramping your activity in terms of getting things in the pipeline and through your pipeline. So it's very important. Week 1, week 2, maybe even half of week 3, you're purely focused on stacking prospects into your pipeline. That means week 3, week 4, what you're doing is you're wrapping people up, you're closing them. So if you follow that kind of methodology, what's going to happen is every month you're going, right, week 1, week 2, my activity is very much focused on creating opportunities and generating the leads. Then week 3, week 4, my activity is very much focused on I've got people in my pipeline, I now need to convert these. And then what happens is you convert them and they'll hopefully get started with you in your service the following month, right? So then beginning of the month, you're generating new prospects and you're working with new clients. And that cycle repeats itself. It repeats itself. Business and sales is very simple. What happens is human beings, people, we tend to complicate it. We make it more complex. We want something that's, tricky, that's more evolutionized. It's very, very simple. Follow that cycle that I just went through. Stack things in at the beginning, stack prospects in at the beginning, take them through your pipeline in that first 2-3 weeks, and then knock them over, close them in that 3rd, 4th week of your month. And if you're thinking like that, and if you've got your weekly goals, what's going to happen is you're going to manage your week and your month, your sales time much more effectively. And if you're doing that more effectively, trust me, my friends, what you're going to do is you're going to do a heck more deals in that period of time. So listen, I hope this video has helped you. Let me know what your thoughts are. Test that in for your next week. Test that in from now. Again, thank you so much for joining us on this SME Skills Academy 30-day Supercharge Your Sales Challenge. This was day number 9. My name's Mike, and when sales matter, we deliver. Cheers, and I'll see you tomorrow for day number 10. Bye for now.